What's up? What's up? Come on in. Come on in. We need to talk. Once we get one person in, I'm gonna start talking. Once we get one person in, I'm gonna start talking. We're already at 2 minutes. Nope. Nobody wants to hear what we need to hear. Come on in. Where you at, people? Where you at? Come on in. All right. Well, I see no one wants to join us. Maybe it's a little heavy right now, maybe it's a little heavy on our hearts, our minds, our thoughts. Because if you like me, then the unjust murder or execution of Marcellus Williams by the state of Missouri, it's very disheartening. It's a reason to be upset, because now you get a chance to feel as though, what if it happens to me? And this is the sick feeling that any like-minded person of brown skin, so-called black people, this is something that many of us that have this type of mind, we often wonder, what happens if it happens to me? That's why we have such empathy and sympathy for situations like this. An innocent man, allegedly, I have to say that, but according to documents, court documents, even the prosecutors, even the family members of the victims, all agreed that this young man, who's, by the way, no longer a young man because he lost most of his youth inside of prison walls, on prison yards, doing hard time, life behind bars. I appreciate each and every one of you all who are joining us right now, and I want to ask that you all hit the like button. And if you ain't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We really trying to grow this channel, and it's not all about just the monetary things. It's about getting the word out there, and hopefully people like me with passion for my people, somehow we take off and we can be heard more, and we'll be granted the resources that we need to actually make our voices be heard. Because it's a sad day in America. It's a sad day in the world when you got to look at the newspaper articles. You hear the people talking amongst each other. You hear people saying little things about it. But the thing that bothers me is that I don't know if I've seen anybody really upset about it. I think I see more people upset about what's the guy, P. Diddy? Yeah, that situation. And amongst other distractions in our neighborhood. Yeah, this is, I mean, the P. Diddy situation or scenario or whatever they're accusing him of and all this and that, we all know what we know. It's a rough situation, but it's very timely. You know what I mean? Like, my question is, why does such things like this always seem to happen at such a time in the course in this country? But as I've gotten older, I've gotten wiser, I've done my homework, I've done my due diligence, and I've looked at the facts. I've checked all the facts, and I paid attention to the patterns. This is just one of those old things, man. Though it's hard for me to say that, because I want to think that there comes a day when we can begin to level the playing field. But here we have a man that's had a great deal of evidence, apparently and allegedly. I haven't had it in front of me, but it's all over national TV, all over all type of documents are scattered all throughout the internet. But you have an innocent man. The victim's family is saying that he's innocent. He wasn't the guy. The murder weapons, the weapon is saying that he isn't the guy. His DNA is nowhere on the weapon. And something to the nature of that, maybe that even had to get tossed out, because another timely thing that happened apparently is that the weapon got tainted, the evidence got tainted, so it couldn't even be admissible in court or something to that nature. You know, this is all timely matters. Like, how does it happen? Coincidentally, so often. Like, how does it happen? Because it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence. I'm sorry to inform you, America. I'm sorry to inform you, world. Things like these are what I like to think that they consider casualties of war. A lot of people don't believe that. Like, so I mean, because when you see people die, or you see people I apologize. When you see people get unalived, what tends to happen is you think it's gotta be real. Oh, this is all real. I mean, yeah, the unaliving is real. The unaliving is real. But it's already factored in. It's a casualty of war. It's already factored in as a casualty of war. And so therefore, it has no bearing, it has no merit, it doesn't stop the agenda, it actually helps prop the agenda up more. Sadly, somebody's life is worth that little to the elitists, people of the upper echelon of life, you know, those who control everything, the families and whatnot. It's sad to me. You know, a whole state couldn't get it right. And according to other documents I read, you know, I mean, this lady did lose her life, so there was someone that went free that actually did these crimes, allegedly, possibly, allegedly or possibly. I'm just gonna say possibly, because this is my own assumption and my own opinion. But there's someone else out there, according to what I've read and what I've learned from this case, someone else out there that didn't live their life. You know what I'm saying? Why this young man spent all his 20s, all his 30s, you know, and going into his 40s, and he loses his life in Missouri, in the state of Missouri, state penitentiary. It's sad. It's sad also that the lady had to die. You know what I'm saying? That's sad that someone even had that little respect for life. You know what I'm saying? So, like, real talk, like, you know, it's a bad situation either way. But if this man is as innocent as the recent facts that came out the latest facts. You ain't gonna say recent, I mean latest. We got it wrong, man. We got it wrong. We got it wrong, America. We got it wrong. And they got it wrong. So it make you wonder, like, okay, maybe why do they run every time they see the police? Or why do they get so antsy? Or why do they get so frenzied? See, there has to be some accountability. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere along the line, you got to realize that for every action, there's a reaction. I mean, science has been proved that hundreds of years ago. So why do we still live in a society that is apparently acceptable? It's okay to execute or to do whatever you got to do to certain people, or not even just that, people. It's human lives, man. But we all know if you really give a shit, you really paying attention, you really listening, paying attention, you ain't even got to be that coherent, just paying attention a little bit. You know that the field is not even. The field is not even close to being even. I mean, it is so lopsided that you would need the tallest industrial ladder that you can buy to even reach just the bottom step to the level that they operate on. But anyway, I haven't done live much on YouTube, period, but I haven't done it in a while since I did the last one. But this matter right here just really hit me so hard, y'all. I'm like, damn. And I had a couple people inbox me with it too, and I had already been looking into it and wanted to voice my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. What y'all think about the unaliving of Marcellus Williams, inmate. I hate to even say that. I'm a fellow convict myself, man. Like, and I hate to say that too, but he was a father. His son was advocating for him, and been out here trying to get his dad free, man. Come home to his son. 20 plus years, man, in prison, man. That's a lot of time, bro. I did something less than 10, but I mean, any time away from family, man, I mean, a day away from family is a hurt. But you mean when you start talking decades, bro, and especially if you innocent, man, the battle for your mind is one thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the battle for your freedom is one thing, but the battle for your mind. When I got reports, somebody reporting me for, they reported me, say I violated community terms. Oh, man. Megadon, appreciate you, brother. Ain't no coincidence. And a lot of this stuff, it's been conspired, man. The thing is with Diddy, why I don't have a whole lot of pity about that situation, it's simply because I see you say prayer is the solution, blue butterflies. It's insecurity and fear of losing power that may be fake. But I feel you on that too. I'm gonna get back with you on that. But the thing about the Diddy situation is Diddy, I really have to look at Diddy like he brought on himself. And Diddy got a little above himself. You know what I'm saying? He started feeling himself too much. And he thought that, because he's Diddy, that he had, I'm sorry, excuse me, y'all. I'm in my car. I just had to go live before I went in. But anyway, Diddy got beside himself, man. Like, Diddy started feeling like he was, one of them people. And you can't, one thing about it, basically, once he bit the hand that fed him, everybody knows the situation with him and the lawsuit that he had filed against one of his former partners. I'm trying to keep it clean, y'all, because I ain't trying to get violated or whatever. But, it's some people don't want to hear this type of stuff, so you know how they go. But anyway, Diddy, man, Diddy could have had everything he wanted as a man in life. He had, all the money, he get all the success. But now it's questionable as to how that success was granted to him and what he would have actually done if he had not had to tap into the things that he tapped into and do the things that he allegedly he's tapped into, or allegedly that he's done to get there, to get to the supposedly billion dollar status. And for those of y'all that don't know, whenever they say like billion dollar status, it don't always mean that Diddy or nobody else like that could just wasp into the bank and get $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, most of that probably is in assets that's gonna be, invested, diversified, stocks, buildings, you know what I'm saying, real estate, stuff like that. You're gonna have money spread out. But that's a part of your net worth though, you know what I'm saying? Because it's an asset. But they sometimes depreciate, but a lot of times they appreciate. So your assets grow. Well, man, Diddy had it all, man. I just can't get why, man. Even his own success was enough for him to make a difference with something, do something of more positive, real, genuine, ancestress, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to really help out the causes like these, man. Like, look at Marcellus Williams, man. No longer with us because a whole state couldn't get it right. A person, a human being. Yeah, that's right. He forgot what type of world we are living in. Got involved with the... I don't really do the yoke thing, but I do understand the quote from the Bible. I mean, I just don't think the God would have put a yoke on us at all. Like, that's not a God. It's not God that I know that loves me and adores me as well. I'm a creation of his. I'm his son. Yeah, he did that. And when you start carving out your hand, see them really ain't even your enemies as they see it. Like, you're an ally. And so when you go against your allies, you see what I'm saying? You asking for the hammer to get dropped on you. You did? Like, you can't see it no other way. If you go out here and you getting bread with some people, it could be in the streets, you getting bread with some guys, and y'all go out here hitting licks, and then some don't go your way, or they don't give you enough of the cut. You can't take it upon yourself to go and, you know what I'm saying, like, try to pull a kick though, or whatever. You just got to move on or whatever, or try to, you know what I'm saying, work it out down the line. But when you gotta do that type of shit, then, it's like you break the codes, you feel me? Like, you can't be greedy, man, and think that you supposed to always get the bigger share, or, if this guy put in this much more work, then, and he get a little bit more, then they keep it real, they keep it fair. But anyway, in Diddy's situation, Diddy, he bit the hand that was feeding him. Now, do I agree that if he deserves some conversation, whatever, for whatever he was trying to sue them for about that, hey, they need to pay the man. But honestly, man, I just know how the game go. We all know how the game go. You can't do it, bro. You living it. Well, another man is in monopoly, basically. They monopolize him. And either if you want to be a part of that, you want to live like that, then you gonna have to go along with status quo. That's all it is to it. You can't have it both ways, man. Not in this world. Not in this world. I'm just gonna tell you. Not as it stands anyway. Now, do we supposed to walk around all docile and scared and timid? No. No. Walk boldly in the face of adversity. Keep your head up. You feel me? Stick your chest out and say what you mean and mean what you say. You know, but do your homework. Don't be ignorant and going out here just jumping off and going crazy, you know what I'm saying? And definitely when you do get on, because I believe in you, my brothers and my sisters, I believe in all of you. I know that it's a possibility that a few of you will only be a few that get to that level, you know, a couple of levels above on some financial shit, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we are all the same. That's where you get messed up. Don't never act like because your bank account grow that your color changed or something, because it don't work like that. And they'll be the first ones to remind you. Yeah, they'll spank that ass and let you know. And go back out there to the outhouse. Man, it's crazy though, man. You know, 2024, you know, look at what's going on right before a presidential election. All that stuff matters, man. All that stuff, man, that's they be playing, man, chess, man. And it's time for us to wake up too and start playing just like they play, or, you know, play their game better than them. You know, that's the best way for you to do it. You can't, you know, if you're not with the program, I ain't saying just choose the lesser two evils, because I can't stand when people say that. I can't stand when people say that. Really, at this point, I've been one of those people that chose to choose the lesser of two evils. But when I look back, I get highly upset with myself. I get mad with myself because I ain't no choosing the lesser of two evils. Either you with it or you ain't. And that's where the problem is, man. Even in the Bible, the God that most of y'all be talking about, it said in your Bible. It said in the Bible. He lukewarm. He gonna chew you up and spit you out. Every time you look around, y'all straddling the fence about this and straddling the fence about that. And then you want people to ignore everything and just say, oh, God got us. That's not right. That's not even biblical. That's not biblical. So why do y'all spew out your own rhetoric and make it sound like you're right, and then you want to make other people feel like they wrong, or they don't know what they talking about? And it ain't Jesus. Jesus. When you gonna put in the work, man? Did you forget? He did not tell you to be delusional and stupid. He told you not to turn a blind eye to, you know, evildoers and people that's trying to come against you and stuff like that. He ain't tell us just to lay down, let them do what they want to do. Now it's time. It's time for a change. I ain't exciting violence. I never do. Even throughout all the riots. I know that you hit them, man, in their pockets. That's how you really get their attention. But at the end of the day, I don't believe in this shit, because economically, I know what it does in our neighborhoods. Because that's all we burning up is our own neighborhoods. Even though none of those buildings, half of them, 90% of them buildings don't belong to us. Probably more than that, 97% of them don't belong to us. But, and when you burn them down, you actually helping out some of them cats get out of the shithole they was in, or get them some more money to invest in whatever projects they planning on investing in anyway, once the gentrification had already gentrified. When everything was already bought up and they could come together and do what they want to do with it. You know, that's what they do. That's what happens. Blue butterfly, what you mean by that may be fake? What may be fake? I don't know if you're still there or not, but man, it's just so much going on in America right now at such a time. I mean, you done had 2 assassination attempts, alleged assassination attempts. I don't know. I guess most of America know that it's been on the news, and every major newspaper I know. And they real sensitive when it comes to certain matters like this, and they'll violate you. Especially, they'll violate you if you're monetized or not. They'll violate you, but you can't go live, I don't think, if you're not monetized. Well, anyway, yeah, they'll violate you, and you can lose monetization if you get too many strikes. It's like 3 strikes, you out. And so, of course, look at what I'm speaking about. That's why I tell y'all it's important to get behind these matters, because they don't give us that much room to speak on them. And so it needs to get out there. It need to travel. It need to be shared. It need attention. Like, I saw one person on one of my social accounts that made, maybe 2, that made reference to Marcellus Williams. I mean, I just learned them a couple of days ago myself. But the thing about it is, I normally don't speak on issues as immediate as they come out, because I like to do my homework and see what's really going on. I did a little skim on Marcellus, and I spent the day listening to the news while I was working in different news sites and different articles. I would listen to them on audio, and I was seeing what was all said. And I mean, to be honest with you, like, he didn't have a squeaky clean record. He had some priors, whatever, and that's what they kind of like based his prosecution upon, whatever, to begin with. But all the evidence was led to believe he was innocent. So, me personally, that's what I lean towards, because I'm like, that's the 2 main things, like DNA and weapon. And if those 2 saying like no, then you got family members and prosecutors all saying the same. It's just hard for me to believe that. But it ain't hard for me to believe exactly what happened, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you just wanted a conviction. You just wanted somebody. You probably just wanted somebody to put it on, so you can look good, or whatever, prosecutors look good, so your office could look good going into this election. We could use that as a prop, something to give us some more attention. So I ain't stupid, man. Know what the hell y'all got going on. It's a little Bunnings. I know what the hell y'all I know what the hell y'all got going on. Got going on. Anyway, man, I'm just curious. I want to know. Y'all jump in the comment section. Let me know. How do you feel about, or if you know anything about the Marcellus Williams? I'm gonna go back over it again, and then we're just gonna get out of here, because I see not that many people really interested in partaking in this matter, because to me it's something that I ain't gonna say should cause just like mad outrage, but it should be an outrageous effect on Black people, so-called Black people, because we know that more than likely that help inspire to go ahead and do what you got to do. Verdict. Despite all the evidence and all the pleas, and to have a whole state, deny, and for to have, like, it's just too many circumstances, too many different reasons why this man should have been at home, from what I gather. And the fact that today at about 6 o'clock Central Time, I think it was, yep, Marcellus Williams a father, a loving father, who had served over 20 years in prison. Brother was executed by his local government, his local governing bodies. Let me say it like that. And the thing about it, as I researched also, I saw where one article said that the previous governor of the Show Me State had actually created a board. Now, I bet they ain't going to talk about this part. They ain't going to broadcast this that much. But he had created a board, or allowed a board to be created to help free and to get whatever needed to be gathered to help free this man. He did that. But guess what? Guess what? Y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all hit the like button. Come on. Let me know you're listening. Show me some love, y'all. Just hit the like button. Show Marcellus Williams some love. And his family. Because he's no longer with us. He's an ancestor now. But we're going to forever say his name. Brother Marcellus, you'll forever be a part of my life now. Because I think that you're part of a greater mission, a greater accomplishment, or I hate to even say that because you lost your life. But you definitely, in my book, are a martyr. And I'm going to look more into your story. And the deeper I go into your story, the deeper I'm going to take people into your story, bro. Because to see that is so heartwarming and make me feel some type of way. Like, not in a good way, but in a mad way, in a sad way, in a way where I feel like I can't believe that an innocent man was actually taken out by the people in charge because of what they had concocted or allegedly just allowed to be done. No real reasoning. Can't do nothing but shake my head, y'all. You know what I mean? I can't do nothing but shake my head. There's too many people losing their lives already, being executed on the streets by thug cops. You know, the ones who get up every day with it on their mind, just like thugs, ready to add out, just like thugs. Nigga better not play with me, just like thugs. Man, what we gonna do, America? What we gonna do, people? And my so-called black people? What we gonna do? We gonna just keep on talking about it? When we gonna find a way to make a difference? And it starts with putting all our foolishness to the side and coming together, uniting as one, showing love to one another. Sisters and brothers, the time is now. We gotta make some demands. We need our own But one thing I must say this, that if we don't come together here in the near future, real near, much nearer than you could think, then, as they say down here in the South, it'll be a lot of slow walking and sad talking. Man, I can see now so many people being unalived. People don't listen to me though. They barely do. It's always one or two. And that's crazy because right now it's 2 people on this live. Only 2. With one thumbs up. But all I can say is, hopefully they'll catch this one in the repeat. Hopefully they'll catch this one in the rewatch, excuse me. Because, man, it's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to start, first of all, cleansing ourselves, ridding ourselves of all of that toxicity and negative energy that just keep attracting toxicity and negative energy. It's time for us to stop that. And it's time for us to realize that the best thing for us is love. You gotta love one another in order for anything to change for the better. It's no way else, nowhere ever that you ever gonna do anything other than love if you want thy neighbor to love you back. Am I talking to anybody? Is anybody listening? See, we missing and we lacking love in our neighborhoods because it started with the absence of fathers. The fathers. Some ripped from their homes in the middle of the night. Some, and this was a downward spiral that has taken place since the beginning of enslavement. When fathers were ripped out of their homes, middle of the night, and had been sold off to plantations elsewhere. No longer part of the family. Immediately stripped and removed. Many of them, most of them, never to return. Never to have a sight or a thought of anything from their past. Much yet a wife and their children. Now you think of the drama, and you think of the trauma that was passed down from generation to generation. There's a lot of pain now that needs to be healed. There's a lot of pain now that we have to find a way to get past it enough to where we can strengthen up on the inside. Because when I tell you, when you got a pure heart and you're trying to do things right, you're going to have a lot of people that you thought was for you. You thought that they would never leave your side. Those going to be the very people that's going to become a thorn in your side. That's going to be the very people that's going to try to stop you or going to create some type of speed bumps to try to slow you down as you start to prosper, as you start to succeed, as you start to grab hold to your purpose and everything that you're supposed to do. They're not going to want to see you do that. They're not going to want to see you as the new you. See, that's the thing about it. That's right, brother. Stop jealousy. It's so much jealousy and envy amongst us that you can cut it with a knife. And you don't even need a sharp one. Just get a butter knife. It's everywhere. Easy. They call it beef. Everybody beefing. Everybody is beefing. You got the mamas beefing with the daughters, and the daughters beefing with the mamas, and the daddies beefing with the sons, and the sons beefing with the daddies, and all vice versa. And we losing sight of family. We're so far out of sight from family. Like I say, the household was divided beginning way back. start stripping the daddies out the house. When you took daddies away from our homes, you took away the backbones. You took away what helped us stand up. You took away what helped us understand discipline and how to sacrifice and how to be patient. Any of y'all notice how fast and quick these kids get impatient and ready to do something else? Can't stand to sit still. I mean, most of them, not all of them, most of them, a lot of them. They so impatient. Even the patient ones ain't got no patience. It's crazy. We living in one heck of a time, y'all. I mean, one heck of a time. So when you take away fathers, you take away structure. You take away discipline. You take away the example of a head, a leader. See, a real father. Like that's what God designed him to be. A real man is a leader. And my wife is my helpmeet. See, a lot of times, and I hate to jump subject, but I'm going to get back to this too. But a lot of times, men and women, we spend so much time arguing and bickering, fighting about who is what and what is who. And we really just don't take time to look at it as it was created. That's how it's supposed to be. Not how man decided this and that, this. Go back to its natural form. Always go back to the point of origin. And from there, you will be able to get a better vision of what is actually trying to be depicted. But anyway, we gotta get more organization amongst us as a people. We gotta stop all the infighting and bickering and complaining about every damn thing, y'all. Listen, we complain to each other about everything, but you ain't going up there and doing all that to your local politicians at the city hall and the town hall meetings. You ain't doing that on a statewide level and contacting your representatives and following up and making sure that your agendas have been heard by the higher places in the Senate. Because we need our money. Yeah, they say, give me my money. Give me the money. Look, I know that many of y'all probably ain't gonna even watch this. Many of y'all don't give a damn what happened. What happened to Marcellus? Many of y'all don't. You don't care. And that's sad. Because a lot of y'all don't care until it's you. Now them people got you. And you know you ain't do it. You know you ain't do it. But they say you did it. They say you did it. And now you gotta prove that you didn't. Wow, I ain't got no money for that, man. I ain't got no lawyers like that. Ooh. Oh, they ain't gonna cost you but a little $20,000. Shit. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Some will even say he's guilty. Many probably will say he's guilty. Because, like I said earlier, many, especially if those people have a problem with actually admitting what's real and what's not. They don't take accountability for their actions. They only like to point out and magnify the issues of certain other type of people. Certain particular other type of people. Sad though. It's sad though. Because it's just hard for me to believe that this the way that anybody ever thought that it should be. But before I go, I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. Y'all, any of y'all that go back and watch this one and rewatch, feel free just as well to jump in the comment section. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And leave a comment. Let's get to know each other. Let's talk. I ain't on no freaky deaky stuff. No, I don't do the baby or husband and all that or whatever. But not old boy numbers on. Never that. But let's do like something quick and easy. People, all I'm gonna say is, because I don't want to get into no troubles, conflicts right now with YouTube, because I actually like YouTube, but YouTube been hard for me. I ain't getting no money off of y'all. I don't get no. I get very few views, and it's going down, down, down. So I guess that one of them dying channels, because I spit about and I speak about real things. There's a lot of other channels out there that speak on some of these issues and these topics too, that's actually successful on YouTube. But I haven't found that groove yet. But I also haven't 100% committed myself to YouTube like that, because I am a working man with several children that I gotta see after, man. I got 2 small ones. Well, 5 and 2. About to be 6 and 2. But of course, they take up a lot of my energy too. So I can't. I'm only a man. The body can break down. It happens suddenly. So we gotta take care of ourselves. So that's another thing. People out there that's listening to me, y'all, look, take care of yourself. There's a lot of fake foods on the markets, a lot of foods that's being recalled. There's a reason. I've been telling y'all about a lot of stuff that I've been noticing about the sky and how stuff that I think is coming down and it's messing up the grounds and it's messing up the yields, which, you know, as I've said before, you have 3 different entry points inside of you, and that's your ears, you know, and your ears and your eyes. But that's, you know, where you're taking things in, that you're seeing and you're looking, you're taking them in. But what they forget about is one of the most important, or the most important, and that's the mouth. Because you're taking in food that's traveling down to your digestive tract, into your intestines. People, y'all be careful what you eat. Take care of yourself, man. You know, eating right is a part of being spiritually divine as well, because what you put in your temple is what you get out. See, you know, we be like that about the church house or this building, but here go the building right here. It's inside of me. Like when I tell y'all I'm God, or I'm a God, I said, I'm a God. Y'all look crazy. Because when you realize your truest calling and you start to align with it, as I'm starting to align, I don't let a lot of stuff get to me, you know what I'm saying? It's been over 2 years now. I ain't made, but I'm telling y'all, I done made less than $100 in 2 years on YouTube off monetization. I promise you. I ain't even got a payout yet, because I don't get many views. And on some subjects and some things I used to share, I used to get a lot of views, at least 2,000 or 1,200, stuff like that. I was starting to get a lot of views, but for me that was a lot. But now, the more I get into these type of subject matters, it's like people just really don't want to hear it, and people fear somebody talking stronger than them about stuff or something, you know. Anyway, I'm about to jump off this live, y'all. If any of y'all that rewatch this, y'all, please feel free to jump in the comment section. Feel free to hit that like button. Get with me, man. I'm about to go ahead and take my butt up in here and go take me a, bath. I just got all work. I just have been contemplating about jumping on live, and I wanted to get it fresh, man, while I was on my mind and my heart, because Marcellus Williams, he woke up this morning. He woke up this morning, y'all. He woke up in prison in the state of Missouri, the Show Me State. He woke up in prison, an inmate, with a number. I think it started off 16 something, 16-3 something. I don't even want to remember his inmate number like that. He woke up this morning, but somebody else put him to sleep. Yeah, that's what happened. Y'all have a good night. Oh yeah, hold up. The election, man, the election. Don't get caught up in that hype, man, and the believing of the lesser two evils, all that crap. Man, ain't no such thing. I told y'all that earlier. No such thing. That lukewarm crap, you either out or you in. I'm not messing with it. I'm only on my local government. People I can, hold accountable myself, show up at the town hall meetings and stuff. Yeah, run for something. Run for an office. Start making a difference, man, instead of just sitting back trying to talk about it or get it heard. They ain't gonna hear it like that. You gotta really get out though. I be out here, dog. I canvass the neighborhood. I canvass the whole cities. Like, a lot of people know me out here. Young, old. I deal with everybody. But the thing about it, I'm telling y'all, this right here is a trick. This election is a trick. Yeah, somebody gonna get elected. I know somebody gonna say that when they see this. They gonna say, well, somebody gonna get elected. Yeah, I understand that. But you ain't supposed to tamper with that. You ain't supposed to deal with that if you're a righteous person. If you're trying to live in the spirit of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Now, anything outside that, now, you on your own with that, basically. Because I ain't gonna disrespect them either. Okay. Yeah, you be blessed too, bro. I appreciate that. Or blue butterflies. I don't know if I'm not sexist or nothing like this, so whomever you are, man, woman, you peace, freedom, and abundance to you. Okay, sister. Yeah, I like that. I'm a sister. I like that. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it's real. It's real. But don't be fooled, sister. Don't let this election fool you because they trying to pull the race cards. You know what I'm saying? Both ways. Both ways. Don't get fooled by Trump telling you that he gonna close the borders and all that. Yeah, he got a good point there. But at the end of the day, that ain't our greatest issue. It is one of the big issues though, because it's real what's going on in Chicago and Aurora and all these different places where they dropping them the immigrants off at. It is real, but at the same time, it's other immigrants that they ain't been looking out for. That's what I don't like. And they are trying, to do that to them too. They don't have nothing to do with that. There's other immigrants that we ain't been doing right by. No, we accepting everybody else. Ain't y'all noticed that? But when they started to have that melanin in them, boy, it's cancer culture. Cut you out. I think that's what's going on my channel. It seemed like it. I may as well go on here and stay a whole hour, y'all. Got like 3 more minutes for an hour. We'll make it an hour and we'll go ahead and call it one. But don't y'all let these people fool y'all with this thing, man. You got one up there trying to come up with every excuse under the sun for why she should identify and trying to mock us and everything, y'all. Patronizing the hell out of black people, so-called black people. You claim one thing a couple years ago now. Whenever it benefits you now, it's so convenient that you just switched it up. I think it's a lot of crap with that woman too. But you know what Trump is. He don't hide it from nobody. Pure asshole. And he don't have y'all interests at heart. Best interests at heart. Most of you successful black men that's running around acting like he just all that and cool and shit. Nah. Don't be no fool, old dumb legit. You know what I mean? You acting like a little boy. You know how little boy be. Want to hang up under somebody all the time, want to hold somebody's hand, all that type of stuff. Just walk up close to your leg. That's how y'all doing Trump, man. Y'all walking up close to Trump's leg, man. He laughing at y'all at that. Legit. I ain't say legit, I say legit. Because that ain't legit at all. That shit is illegit. Not legit. Anyway, I know it's gonna be somebody that don't want to hear it, and if I start talking about Trump, they're gonna say, "Oh, you're a Miller fan, you're a Camilla fan." Then if I start talking about her, they're gonna say, "Oh, you a sexist, or you a Trump fan." Da, 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 da. No, I'm telling you now, don't let them people trick y'all. You got your own mind now. I'm not giving you political advice. This is just my opinion. Don't let them people trick you into going in there. I'm telling you, I wouldn't give them the best satisfaction. I make it the roughest chance ever for them to have to win, whoever gonna win. Because don't deserve it. So we almost getting on that, we almost get to that point, y'all. Almost at 60 minutes. 60 minutes strong. We did that, y'all. I love y'all. I hope that y'all have a very blessed week for the rest of this week. Y'all stay up, stay humble, stay good. You know, like I always tell you. But also, y'all pray for the family of Marcellus Williams, man. He had a family fighting for him, man. Also pray for the victims that he was allegedly and accused of killing. But, you know, everything is possible. We're gonna just go based on the facts. And that's what it is. We need some accountability though, y'all. We need them folks to be accountable for their actions. Let me in the comment section. Boy.